I was like, oh boy, here we go. She's like, well, the walls are kind of thin, and sometimes I can hear you like passing gas. And I was like, you're saying I got a gassy chassis, motherfucker. She's like, well, it just seems like a lot. I don't remember like her exact word, but basically she was like, you fart a lot in the bathroom. She's like, you need to lay off the buckwheat.
It's just like the male side of your brain is just like, so I fart a lot. What's the problem here? Like, this is funny.
I just was like, oh man, that's so funny. Like, I was like, Andy's gonna love hearing this.
I'm just picturing you guys just sitting on a couch watching a movie, just sorry, buckwheat.
Blame it on the buckwheat, baby. I am extra gassy today, but you can blame it on the buckwheat, baby. She was like just so like delicate and like it was like so sweet about it too. She didn't come out and be like, you blow ass too much. She was just like, oh, occasionally in the other room, like very, very Liz of her to be like, gentle about it. Like, instead of just being like, you blow ass too much.
Dude, I really wish I knew about this before I fucking got your Christmas gift. I would have gotten you like one of those remote control fart things. Like you just like hide it in your bathroom and just like set it off every now and then.
Buckwheat.
I was just looking at you like sitting in the living room and just like, what the fuck?
Man, so now I have to figure out like, am I actually gonna like, because part of me like wants to try to go the gluten-free, dairy-free, because you basically gave me three options. Like the best option is to get rid of gluten and dairy altogether, as well as the things that you're sensitive to, at least for I think it's 3 months. The suboptimal thing would be to just get rid of gluten and dairy and nothing else for the same amount of time. And then the third option is to just do nothing because I'm not really experiencing any problems with it apart from farting up, obviously. So I still have to figure out like what I'm going to do. And initially I was like, yeah, I'll fucking give it a try. And I still kind of want to try, but I'm still just sort of like, I don't know. Like I'm kind of torn on it, honestly.
I don't know.
I want to try just to see if I feel any different, just like as an experimental thing. But I got to admit, I'm very skeptical about whether that's going to do anything for me.
Like not only that, man, but I mean, if your only problem is like you're just farting a lot, like what's the issue with that?
And it's not that much, like because I'll be honest, I'm one of those guys. Like I keep it to the bathroom, man, or as much as possible. I try to keep that shit like I'm very like I don't know, ashamed. I don't know. I'm very Catholic, so I have a lot of guilt. But no, I try to keep my business to myself, especially the less pleasant things, I mean, I've had some relationships. Like my relationship, it kind of depends on the person. Like my relationship with, and I guess you grow too over age too. But like my relationship with Lee, we would definitely run around like, because there was one time too where she like dropped a fart and like you remember Karen, Josh's wife?
Sadly.
She at one point like so we all lived in the same house at one point where like Karen and Josh had their room, Lee and I had our room upstairs. And early on, like when we first moved in, like we were bombing around the house or whatever, and Lee goes into Karen's room and farts, like no question, but she's like, she goes, I made stinkies in Karen's room. So like that time, it was like it kind of depends, but like when I was with Holly, I've kept it like it kind of depends on who I'm with, I guess, as to how I treat it. But like with some people, I'm out in the open with it. Other people, I keep it kind of behind closed doors. But I keep it behind closed doors. So for her to be like, occasionally it was just really funny, man.
Oh, man, like, I get it, man. Your house, your rules and whatnot. Like I'm trying. Like my rule about it is like, okay, if I'm a guest in somebody's house, like yeah, I'm fucking plugging it up and whatnot. Like unless I like go into the bathroom, then it's like, all right, free for all, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But like if I'm in my own house and I have guests over, like, sorry. But,
kind of like I do a fight. I won't throw the first punch, but if someone else throws one,
oh yeah,
I'm throwing down.
It's a game on.
Yeah. It's sort of how I roll. You gotta test the waters, man. Everybody's different.
Yeah, it's
That's what's great about humanity. If we were just shitting on it not that long ago, but one thing that's good about it is everybody's different.
well, yeah, I guess, but I don't know. Always piss me off, like just like people that are like really prudish about farts. Like, dude, it's a natural fucking thing. Fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, being overly prudish about it is. I mean, we're not like prudish about it, but
No.
we do.
No.
I don't know. We're not like, oh my god, disgusting.
Yeah.
How?
Like I'll tell you, man. Like when I was dating,
I'm not.
well, when I was dating Katie in college, like I didn't fart in front of her for like 3 months because I was like, fuck, I don't know how the fuck she's gonna react. Again, I'm not at my own home anymore. I'm a guest in somebody else's home. I'm at the college. Like,
Yep.
Like if I'm around you, hey, fuck it, fair game. Hey, Bruce, what? Done. But I tell you, man, the first time I farted in front of her, I was actually asleep. So it was, I want to say it was like 3 months into our relationship, and like I'm like passed out in her bed in her dorm room. She's right next to me and whatnot. And apparently, like I like rolled over in my sleep, just. Dude, she wakes up the next morning. She's like, "Man, you farted really badly in your sleep." I was like, "Say what?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You just rolled over and just." I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry."
You're like, I've been trying to keep it in for 3 months.
She's like, "Look, if you got to fart, just go ahead and fart." I was like, "Don't give me permission. Don't give me permission like that."
You're like, watch what you ask for.
Yep. Like I will.
She obviously didn't talk to me before having that conversation with you. Bruce, should I let Andy? No.
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 I live with
Like,
him. No.
No. You give him an inch, he'll crop dust that entire fucking building.
Oh man.
Like he's banned from farting in 7 states. Like 7 states? Yeah, it should be 8, but Mississippi's taking their sweet time about it.
Your legislature's a little slow.
As are the people.
Uh-huh.
What do you say about us?
Oh shit.
Yeah. But hey man, that's the story of my first fart in front of a girlfriend, really.
Oh, that's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But now going into the new job, now I gotta watch my ass because like I can't exactly keep farting around the new job.
Yeah. You're gonna have to be careful.
Like shit, we gotta throw it all in the dough because it stinks in here.
So I bought a donut earlier today, and it just kind of smelled a little funny. I mean, it tasted fine, but man, it just kind of smelled a little off.
Like, look at this bag. I mean, it looks like chocolate.
But it doesn't quite smell like chocolate.
Yeah. Like this one, like, it's got the color of maple frosting.
Where's the new guy? New guy!
God damn it. Much like Giuliani, I've been caught with my hands down my pants.
Yeah. I just imagine, like, wasn't that the first thing we showed you in the interview process was the bathroom? We were like, it's right there to the right. See, clear as day.
Like, you know where it is. Like, open a window, though. Just open the goddamn window.
Are you worried at all about, like, now that you're going back out into, like, more... Because, I mean, you were already out in the public, but now I think you're going to be a little bit more so. I don't know if you're going to be dealing with customers, but, like, is that a concern at all about maybe having more of a presence in the public now with the whole COVID shit?
Not really, because, like, with the Stanley Steamer job, like, I was going into people's houses.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I'm sure some of those people are more careful than others. So I'm sure you got a mix of like some people who were really cool about it and some people who probably weren't.
Dude, there were a lot of people that were just like, I'm not wearing a mask. The thing's bullshit. It's my own house. Like, well, look, I'm gonna keep wearing a fucking mask. So shut the fuck up.
Right. And do me a favor. The next time you get into your car, don't buckle your seatbelt, please.
Yeah. It's red light? Nah, don't stop. Just keep going.
Just go through it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Train tracks, right through it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, pedestrians in the crosswalk? Fuck them. They know better.
Darwinism, sir. Darwinism at work.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah. See, again, it's, you get faith in humanity a little bit, and then shit like this happens.
Right. Then people bitch about having to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love, there's a video out there, Bill Nye, explaining like how like the mask helps like protect you from the virus and whatnot. He's like, look, it travels, via like water molecules through the air.
Wasn't it like the candle thing where he's blowing on a candle or some shit?
No, he had like this like almost like a plinko kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, well, say this is this is like one of those little like water beads has the virus and whatnot, and this is going to represent your mask. He's like, yeah, so it'll get on the mask, but it's not going to go through it because it's it's meshed together, so it's not going to get through to it. It's going to get stuck in fibers because of that moisture.
Right.
So he ends the demonstration. He's like, so what I'm really just saying is, put on a mask.
It's really not that hard.
No, it really fucking isn't.
I really don't know what the big deal is.
No, it's just, honestly, man, I think it's a psychological thing. It's like, anybody that's, been a little kid, had like a brother or sister or cousin or somebody that's picked on them, like, they put their like hand over their mouth. It's like, oh, I can't breathe. Like, they're just having flashbacks to that. It's like, well, I can't breathe.
Or there's people who just aren't used to being told no, and they just get their way all the time. So when you're like, no, you can't do it that way because you have to, they're like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna do it my way, and it's just like, dude.
Yeah, there's those people too.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna convince everybody, unfortunately, and there are just unreasonable people in the world, unfortunately. But I mean, the thing is, we're all unreasonable. We're all just unreasonable about different things, right? Like I'm sure, given the right topic, everybody has a thing that they'll just be like goofy about, right? So
yeah,
it's just unfortunately these people are being goofy about the wrong thing because this will actually prevent people from getting sick or dying, and they seemingly don't want to hear that or don't care or who knows what. But
yeah, I mean, still, it's also one of those things like, how the fuck did we get here? Like, how did we get like people that
where people don't want to listen to reason,
listen to science? Where
I think it's technology, man.
Like technology, I think is part of it, just because like, oh, there's other people that think like me. This guy's making sense. Like,
yeah, that's the problem. Is technology is great in the fact that it connects us all readily and easily, but the problem with it is that it connects us all readily and easily, and you can very easily, well, there's that whole confirmation bias. You go searching for something online, and it's like you said, you're going to find sources that agree with what you already agree with for the most part. Very few people are going to go online, and if they're really being honest with themselves, very few people are going to go online or to any resource and try to prove themselves wrong unless they're doing it from a scientific approach. Right. Because that's just not how humans naturally react. We want to be right, Well, and anything we can do to prove ourselves right, we're going to do.
Well, no, it's not only that too, but it's also that like just the last 4 years, everything is fucking politicized, be it like science or whatever the fuck have you.
Yeah.
Like, you and I can say, like, all right, the sky when I woke up this morning was a shade of blue. There are people that will tell you, well, no, because there's orange in there, and it's the color of the sky, it's all a liberal cover-up of the media. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the best example, because I don't know if anybody's actually out there arguing that the sky's not blue, but I know what you mean.
I'm trying to dumb it down, just in case anybody who voted for Trump is out there and listening. They just kind of need it dumbed down a little bit.
It's blue, motherfucker. The earth is round.
Instead of, a campaign rally where he's like, we need your vote. Your vote is important. Have your voices heard. He's like, let me tell you about these dishwashers. They don't get your dishes clean. Like that motherfucker's ever seen a fucking dishwasher.
Yeah. Well, maybe someone that he pays to wash the dishes, if you mean that kind of dishwasher.
Oh, if you know his track record, he don't pay anybody.
Well, true.
But yeah, he still has people that work for him. Like, it makes no sense. Anyways.
Powerful people can be very manipulative, and vice versa. Manipulative people can be very powerful.
Yeah. I got to tell you, though, the past week, one of my favorite things on Twitter, though, was hashtag Diaper Don was trending.
Diaper Don? What's Diaper Don?
So Diaper Don is you saw the picture of Trump at his little preschool desk and whatnot, and it's making some speech or whatever have you.
Yeah.
So there were pictures that were taken from the side of it, and he's just sitting down and whatnot, and apparently his ass is fucking ginormous, and they're you can see the outlines of the fucking diaper through his pants.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? I don't really want to think about this, but come to think about it, he probably does wear adult diapers. I mean, he's old enough that he could be incontinent enough to need adult diapers.
Well, not only that, man. There was a guy, I can't remember this guy's name, but apparently he worked on like the Celebrity Apprentice or whatnot, or just The Apprentice on the show. And like one of the behind the scenes, he's like,